Welcome back. 8:14 is your time. Our beloved Seahawks worked incredibly hard this last season to bring home that Lombardi trophy, but all that hard work needs to be fueled somehow. And this morning, we're talking with Dr. Sherry Ma, the sleep physician for the team. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Ma.
Thanks for having me on. Excited to be here.
I'm very excited to talk about this topic. So you really specialize in helping professional athletes optimize their sleep, which can then impact the way that they play these games. How are professional athletes sleeping?
Yes, it's been phenomenal to get to work with the Seahawks over a couple of seasons as they've leaned into sleep and circadian science and really using it to their competitive advantage. The top athletes really are making sleep non-negotiable. They are planning ahead with their sleep for big games and travel. So that can mean paying back accumulated sleep debt when there's periods of less stress, or having jet lag strategies so you actually are minimizing that decrement when you're crossing time zones, and being able to maximize performance when they're really having to play at peak times. As one example, even just on the road, right? Mike McDonald's record is 14-2, which is the second most best record for the NFL history for away games. So it is quite impressive of how they've done on the road.
So how many hours a night are we talking about for these athletes?
The recommendation for every adult is at least 7 hours minimum, but you might need 8 or 9 hours. For these elite athletes, we are really encouraging 8, 9, sometimes 10 hours to really meet the need from all of the physiologic demand that they endure every day.
I mean, I can't imagine the anxiety that they feel, you know, leading up to any of the big games we had this season, and take that anxiety on top of like things we all deal with, like phone scrolling before you go to sleep. How do you stop that for them?
Well, I mean, this is a whole year of work that we put into trying to evaluate sleep habits, craft better sleep schedules, trying to give them tools so that they can have those at their side when it gets to these higher stress games and getting to the end of the season where you're going to have those the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl coming down the line. I think it's really building better habits starting from the off season and really trying to make sure that they're practical and they're ones that they can sustain over the long term. I mean, we're all going to have times where we're scrolling a bit or we're not able to get the duration that we need, but then how do you maximize the quality of your sleep and the timing so that it works in your favor?
Yeah, so is there like a cheat code you can share with the class today so we can all maybe sleep like athletes?
No cheat code to sleep, but I will say small changes is the goal. So if you're someone who's not at 7 hours, get 15 minutes more of sleep, and that can add up and make a difference. Or if you don't have a wind down routine to relax and transition from your day, even doing 10 minutes of reading or breathing exercises will really help you be able to then fall asleep when desired. Now, during the daytime, one of my favorite strategies is a power nap. So 20 to 30 minutes will give you a boost for several hours, whether that's for an important meeting or presentation, or you have to perform as an athlete. That 20 to 30 minutes is that sweet spot to give you a little bit of a performance boost.
Hey, okay, I think that's a lot of things that people on this shift here, morning news, we're waking up between 1 and 3 a.m. We need those power naps. I hope my boss is watching this. Okay, so what role do you think sleep played when it comes to the Seahawks championship run this year?
You know, like I said, I've had this unique opportunity to work with them over multiple seasons. And as they have leaned in more to leveraging the sleep and circadian science, I believe it did help as that came down to some of the most important games at the end of the season, where they were able to leverage some of those sleep tools at home. And then when they're on the road thinking about those body clock strategies, we were able to think about some of these habits that they've developed so that they could pay back some of that sleep debt during, say, for example, the bye week leading into the Super Bowl. So it's about leveraging the strategies that we've crafted over the season, helping them make sure that they can manage those acute stressors when it's going to be times where it's a little different than the beginning of the season. And then they get to go out and shine and perform their best.
Is there any advice you gave them headed into the off season when it comes to their sleep?
Definitely. The off season is where there's a lot of evaluation and a lot of work put in to make adjustments to their sleep habits, their sleep schedules, paying back what we call accumulated sleep debt when we're often short on sleep in other periods like the regular season, and setting themselves up for just a better system to approach their sleep so that when it comes to the regular season, they're ready to go.
Dr. Ma, are they ever calling you with sleep emergencies, the team?
Infrequently, but it has happened at times where I've worked with professional teams and something has come up where it is an important game or competition and someone really gets into a difficult couple of nights where they're not able to fall asleep or they have that racing mind and they're not able to get back to sleep. So they're really short leading into these important games. So I will get some calls and, that's it's a good opportunity to revisit what they've been doing and then make some quick adjustments of what they can do so that they're headed in the better direction.
Very fascinating. Okay, in the last 10 seconds here, where can we learn more about you?
Great. You can follow me on social, Instagram, X, TikTok. The handle is Dr. Sherry Ma, DrCherimah, or my website, which is www.drsherrymah.com.
I love it. Dr. Ma, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll be right back.